Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on this foundation. It's the Flormar Perfect Coverage Foundation. I was gifted it by Omara in Omara's pharmacy and I was so happy to receive it because I've heard so many good things. So I'm going to put it to the test today, so keep watching to find out what I think. Okay, so first off I'm going to start by using a primer. I have already cleansed and moisturized my skin. So this is what my skin is looking like at the moment. So there's quite a bit of redness, there's obviously a lot of breakouts. Actually quite a lot of this is just scarring and there is a few little breakouts, but most of it is just scarring. So I have a little bit of the primer out on my little mixing palette. I was really impressed with the fact that this is like a pump. I wasn't expecting it to be a pump and I'm really happy that it is, because I find pumps for these kind of things are like the best form of packaging. I'm also really intrigued by the fact that at first when I put the primer out onto the little mixing palette, it seemed to have like little pink kind of dots in it. They seem to have disappeared now. Maybe I was just seeing things, I don't know. But I'm just going to apply it with my finger today. Usually I would use a brush for doing primer just because I prefer using a brush. But today I'm just going to use my fingers just to see what it's like. So it feels really, really lightweight. It's really cool. It does have a smell, almost, it has a very light smell of coconut kind of smell. It's going on really easily. I'm not really using a lot, which is good, as in like a lot is getting my whole face done. And I'm going to apply a little bit extra to my nose because I find that that's where my pores usually stand out when I put on foundation afterwards. So one thing I'm after noticing is that there's no like information on the packaging except for the name, how much is in it, and the brand. It doesn't tell me any of the ingredients that are in it. It doesn't have any claims on it or anything like that. So that's a little bit strange. It does say it's an illuminating primer, so I'm expecting it to act similar to like the Botanics Balm or something like that, and also hold on to my foundation. My favorite type of primers are the kind of silicone based ones, just because around my nose I've got quite a lot of texture and open pores. But I'm liking the illumination of this. Like, can you see the glow? I really like it. So we'll see how we get on. I'm going to move on now and do the foundation. So I'm liking the packaging of this already. I like the way that this is like glass, and I love the way it's a pump. I love foundations that have pumps. They're like my favorite. So this has 30 mils in it. It has SPF of 15 and it's supposed to last for 12 hours. It does have all the ingredient listed on this packaging, which I'm really glad about. So it says in the back then, cover skin imperfections, creates a smooth skin feel with sweet almond oil and olive oil, a new semi-fluid formula with an impressive soft and rich texture for comfortable and long-lasting makeup, a foundation which is able to provide young, healthy, hydrated and protected skin. So okay, there's a lot of claims there. So first of all, we're going to see what the coverage is like, and then we're going to test, does it feel like dry and stuff like that, because it does say it's supposed to be hydrating. So we'll test that out. So it's taking me quite a few pumps to get something out. Oh, this might be a bit dark on me. I'm going to try 2 pumps at first. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do this half with a brush and this half with a beauty blender, just to see if there's any difference. So I'm going to do the brush first. I'm actually going to get my mirror one second. So it does look like it's a little bit, oh my god, the coverage is insane. It does look like it's a good few shades darker than my normal skin tone, and this is the lightest shade that they have. Oh my god, I can't get over the coverage. A little bit goes a long way. I got way too much on my brush. I really did not need to pack that amount on. Although it would probably... Sorry, was that all out of focus? I am going to bring it down my neck just a little bit. I'm not actually leaving the house today, so it doesn't need to be fully blended or anything like that. It doesn't really matter, but oh my god, I cannot deal with this coverage. So it's like this compared to this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Wow, I'm really, really happy with the first layer. Like, I definitely don't even need a second layer because there's nothing more to hide. It's covered everything. It does feel hydrating, it doesn't feel tight on my face. I tried a different Flormar foundation before and I wasn't the biggest fan because the minute I put it on my skin I felt like it just was so drying and it like sucked all of the like hydration out of my skin, whereas this is the complete opposite. This feels really nice on my skin at the moment. I'm gonna go on with the beauty blender inside and just see if there's a difference in coverage, but oh my god, I cannot get over that. Okay, so for the beauty blender side, I'm gonna put one more pump on, even though there's still quite a bit on here. I'm just gonna put one more pump on just so I have enough. Like, insane coverage. So obviously you can see the shade is very different, and I would obviously need to use some form of like a lightning drop with them, but the coverage is insane. I'm honestly like, I just can't get over it. I do think I actually prefer the side of the brush, which is strange. Usually I prefer like I prefer the finish of a beauty blender, but I'm really liking, there's not much difference except for I feel like there's slightly more coverage on this side. In saying that though, my skin is a little bit better this side anyways. So in first impressions, I am really impressed. I'm obviously going to go and do the rest of my makeup and stuff. I'm probably not going to powder it just because I'm not leaving the house today, so there's no real need for me to do that. But I'm really impressed at the moment. All I'm hoping is that it actually is long lasting. One thing as well is like in my last few first impression videos that I've done with different foundations, my nose, all of the like pores and stuff have shown up quite a lot, but this foundation, it's not highlighted at all, which is brilliant. And usually the only way I can combat that is with a silicone primer. And obviously I use a Illuminating one today, so I'm really it's either the foundation or the primer, one of them is just brilliant at that, so I'm really impressed. I got foundation all over my lips, but I'm really impressed so far. I really like how glowy and healthy it looks, and my skin just looks so fresh, and my scars and everything are definitely covered, which is brilliant. So first impressions, amazing. I'm gonna wear it for the next couple of hours and see how we get on, and I will check in just before I'm about to take it off this evening. So I'm back, and this is what my makeup is looking like at about 10 hours later. It's probably closer to 11 or 12 hours actually, to be fair. So obviously I didn't put any powder on my skin or anything like that. I literally just put on highlighter, brows, mascara, eyeshadow and lips. So there's no actual powders on my skin except for highlighter. So with that being said, and it's like 10 hours later, it's definitely 10 hours. I think I filmed, what time is it now? Yeah, it's been about 11 hours. It's 10 o'clock. You probably can't tell because that'd be backwards, but it's about 10 o'clock now and I filmed at 11, so this has definitely been on for quite a few hours. So it's definitely oily around my nose area and around my forehead. This is just highlighter. But it hasn't really, I suppose it's probably worn away a little bit around here. Sorry, my phone is going. It's probably worn away a little bit around here, but I have been sat at my desk like that all day today, so that could just be that as well. It hasn't really broken down around my nose. I don't know if you can really see, but like it's probably starting to break down around my nose now, but it hasn't actually broken down as of yet, which I think is really good. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's lasted throughout the day. I'm really impressed. The only negative thing I can say about it really is the fact that the shade isn't great, considering this is the lightest shade in the range. You can't really tell now because I have my lights on, but earlier on today you could definitely tell. Sorry, it's gone fuzzy. Earlier on you could definitely tell that like it was way darker than my natural skin tone. It didn't oxidize, however, which is great. So yeah, I'm really impressed. As I always do, I'll put up a blog post in about 2 or 3 weeks time once I've tried it for a good few days and weeks, and I'll let you know my full thoughts. But first impressions are very good. I'm really liking it. I don't really see a difference in brush or beauty blender side in terms of like how it's broken down on either side. I still do slightly prefer the brush, but yeah. So if you've tried this foundation, please do let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think of it. I think that this foundation is probably more suited to those who have dry skin, just because it is very hydrating. And obviously if you've got blemishes, it will really suit you because it has really good coverage. So yeah, they are my first impressions. I'd love to know what you think of the foundation and also what you think of this video, and whether or not you like my first impressions videos. Please do let me know. I think I'm slightly blurry. So yeah, let me know if you liked the video by giving it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!